Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Crystal, and we are getting back into NowThatsTV's The Hookup Part 2. This episode is called Love Triangle. So we open this episode with Landon and Pootie talking with Tokyo and Moses, okay? Which leads to Pootie questioning Landon's and Isaiah's relationship, child. Which leads to Landon questioning Pootie about him and somebody named Jay Stacks. Like, it's giving toxic, it's giving unhealthy, it's giving red flags. No shade. Isaiah and Pootie, they start going back and forth. And, they both know they're going to have to fade again. So they take us back to ATL with the other cast, okay? And E.T. and Omar move away from Mommy G. So now she's forced to be with Tri-State. Then we get Kay, a.k.a. Jigsaw, okay? And she wants to play the kissing game. And absolutely not, this is why I couldn't do these type of shows, because kissing on strangers is wild, okay? Especially kissing on the lips, like y'all French kissing. No, thank you. I'll pass. But she tries YBZ, and YBZ ain't going. Okay, he want him some Miss Chastity. That's his match. He's good. So, and I want to ask this. Would y'all let Kay tongue y'all down? Let me know in the comments below, okay? And, then Kay kisses Phil, and we already know what that's giving. No shade, okay? And he slobbed her down real quick. Then YBZ slobs down Chastity. And Dawn wasn't jacking that. Word to Joyce, okay? His face, he was mad as hell, okay? And when he told her, I'll punish you later for that kiss, Micah sis was very excited, okay? Thank you. Then it was E.T.'s and Omar's turn, and baby, it was very spicy, okay? But E.T. said, she's using what she got to get what she wants, and she wants to go to the Dior, okay? Then So Unique and Sumo kissed, and it was very lackluster. But I do appreciate them not slobbing each other down and swapping spit. No shade. And y'all, this man is actually cute. Like, he dark skin, he chocolate, he got dreads. I see you. Hi. Then we get Bobby G and Tri-State kissing, y'all. Like, yeah. Oh my goodness. And he knows what's been in her mouth too. No shade, okay? Then Omar and E.T. start popping it at Mommy G. And, Pookie and Tri-State try to speak up for her and defend her, because they are sort of like a throuple, okay? And then E.T. E.T., okay? E.T. tells Mommy G, she hopes that she buys Tri-State some shoes, because allegedly Tri-State asked So Unique to buy him some shoes, y'all. And the way I hollered, like, this is a nasty low down read, mistake. E.T., that was very low. So Unique then asked Pookie, since you haven't kissed anyone yet, if you could pick one, person, who would you choose? And, Pookie played it safe, and she said her throuple, but, and she stood on it, okay? She gave Bobby G a little peck, but Pookie ain't with that mess for real. No shade, okay? She just wants to go to the DR and dip her little toes up in the ocean, okay? Clock it. And, Tokyo making Moses' play, it don't surprise me. Tokyo is giving very much, let me cater to you, because, baby, it's just your day, okay? And I see you, sister. That's a fine black man. You better make that play. Hello. Then Isaiah tells Landon he has to run it with Amir for sneaking him, and Pootie going to say, oh, So what, he got beat up. That was a whole key. Okay, so they start popping it back and forth. And Pootie was reading Isaiah for Phils. Okay, when he said, "You don't even have sheets on your bed. You a nasty bitch." Okay, y'all, I almost spit out my drink. No shade. Okay, and Tokyo clutching her pearls. Like, this whole scene, I was dying. And I can't lie. When Isaiah told Landon, "Just sit over there, cunt, while I beat up your bitch," and then Landon said, "Oh, I'ma beat yours up." No. Pootie should have gagged Landon because, excuse me? I'm sorry. No, the answer should have been, "That's not going to happen. And if you touch my man, I'm going to touch yours." Simple. Deja Rain comes out and she lets the cast know, that they need to be coupled up by tonight. If not, it's a wrap. And Nola needs to catch up on the tea. So, Isma, I see you. I see you at your sinister little plot, okay? Nola starts to get into Ray Face's tea, okay? And long story short, he put his bust down on Shay, okay? So Nola asks Shay how she feels because she was supposed to come with the face, and now Nola's with the face, and now she's with Ray Face. So then she wants to know, besides that, besides Ray Face, who's your next pick? And before Shay can even answer, Nola sees Shay lock eyes with Levi, okay? Like, Nola definitely has a little plan up her sleeve, and she's about to execute, okay? Crack, pour the lever. Then Slim interrupts and says she's confused because Rayface just told her he's single, so what's tea, okay? But we know what it's given. It's the switch up. Then Nola directs her energy towards Levi, okay? And she wants Levi, but I think, her wanting him, her plot is more sinister, okay? No shade. She felt like, and she still feels embarrassed, played, behooved, okay? All the above, by Levi. And she wants him, but she wants that lick back even more, okay? But Levi lets it be known, her and Kayla was too much for him. He wanted someone softer, someone more feminine, someone more demure, okay? And that's why he chose Chastity. And, he wants to get to know Slim. And Rayface clocked it. She likes the face, but she's obsessed with Levi, okay? Then Nola starts, reminiscing about, when her and Levi was talking. And Landon clocks her. And he looked at the face like, "Hi, your girl's over here flirting in your face. And it's giving pick me. No shade. Hello, what's going on?" And let me say this. Nola done lost her damn mind hopping up on them people table like that, barefoot and all. Hello? Then she hella disrespectful too. Like, the face needs to just, cut ties and move on respectfully. Then she plops down and puts that cootie cat right in at Pootie's face. Like, "Ma'am, please move that fish. He don't want that." So they take us back to Atlanta, and the couples are acting out their favorite positions, okay? Then Pookie says, she want to get messy, and, she says she feels like So Unique should go home because of her aesthetics. And, while on the topic, Dawn tries to speak up for Tri-State. That's when we get the tea from E.T. that Tri-State asked So Unique to buy him shoes, okay? And Tri-State says, usually he's the prize, okay? And the women have to pay for the D, okay? And they usually pay either one of his bills or get his hair cut or something like that. Like, sir, absolutely not. There are exceptions, okay? I've been with my man for over 10 years. Yes, I've been bought him a pair of shoes. However, that's like birthdays, Valentine's Day. This nigga ain't coming to me asking me to buy him no fucking parachute. No shade, okay? That's a little different, okay? That's in the lines of like prosecution. Okay, quote unquote. I know the real word, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say the real word, so we just gonna say prosecution, okay? No shade. Then Phil says, based off of the couples, Pookie is the weakest link, and he didn't lie. I don't care. He didn't lie. Then, Tri-State lets So Unique know she hurt his feelings by spilling the beans to ET, okay? But So Unique said, well, it's true, and that's why we not together now. And she starts listing off her roster of famous people or celebrities, who'd have been up in her cootie cat, and she keeps telling us that she's pregnant by CBJ, like it's some type of accomplishment, child, like. And I know Sumo was just sitting back gagging at the fact, like, girl, you was pregnant by this person, you did, you know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. After Tri-State and So Unique go back and forth, Pookie decides to read So Unique to filth. Dust. Nothing. Okay? And when she walked away, So Unique hit her with the ultimate comeback. Okay? She hit her with that Hadouken. Okay? She hit her with the, okay, thank you, sir. And Pookie gagged, y'all. And, she circled back to go another round. With So Unique, because she knows, like, her mouth is lethal, okay? She can read a girl down. And when So Unique threw her hands up, like, sir, I'm not going to fight with you. Y'all, I lost it because there's nothing. I have nothing. Okay, word to Whitney Houston, okay? There's nothing in this world that Pookie could come back for that. Like, that is, unfortunately, like, that is an endless read, okay? And Pookie decides to throw her drink at So Unique, and that is where we leave off, y'all. Leave a comment below, like the video, and make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. It's free, no shade. And I will see y'all in the next one. Mwah. No bars.